Good morning, Allatoona, and welcome to our 2025 Veterans Day commencement. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, the fighting of World War I ended in 1918. Due to the conclusion of the War to End All Wars, November 11th became the universally recognized day of celebration. The day was originally declared Armistice Day, 8 years after the end of World War I, and honored only veterans of that war. Then, in 1954, after World War II and the Korean War, it was renamed Veterans Day to honor all veterans who served America in war and defended democracy. So today we honor all of our veterans who unselfishly placed their lives on the line for our freedom.
If we look to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth, it was because here in this land we unleashed the energy and individual genius of man to a greater extent than has ever been done before. Freedom and the dignity of the individual have been more available and assured here than in any other place on earth. The price for this freedom at times has been high, but we have never been unwilling to pay that price. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. The sloping hills of Arlington National Cemetery, with its row upon row of simple white markers bearing crosses or stars of David, they add up to only a tiny fraction of the price that has been paid for our freedom. Each one of those markers is a monument to the kind of hero I spoke of earlier. Their lives ended in places called Belleau Wood, the Argonne, Omaha Beach, Salerno, and halfway around the world on Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Pork Chop Hill, the Chosin Reservoir, and in 100 rice paddies and jungles of a place called Vietnam. Under one such marker lies a young man, Martin Treptow, who left his job in a small-town barber shop in 1917 to go to France with the famed Rainbow Division. There on the Western Front, he was killed trying to carry a message between battalions under heavy artillery fire. We're told that on his body was found a diary. On the flyleaf, under the heading, "My Pledge," he had written these words: "America must win this war. Therefore I will work, I will save, I will sacrifice, I will endure. I will fight cheerfully and do my utmost as if the issue of the whole struggle depended on me alone." We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. It is a weapon our adversaries in today's world do not have. It is a weapon that we as Americans do have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon their neighbors. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, they will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever. We are Americans.
Those men and women were ordinary people until they heard the call of duty and answered it. They left their families, their homes, and their lives, not for recognition or fame, or even the honor we bestow upon them today. They fought to protect our country, to maintain our way of life. As we honor our veterans and remember their great deeds, let us also salute those who are currently fighting for our freedom. Please stand and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. please pause with me for a moment of silence to honor all our veterans for the sacrifices they've made in defense of our country. Thank you. If you are a teacher or a staff member who have served in the military, we want to ask each veteran at Allatoona to stand right now so you can be recognized. Now, if you have a family member that is a veteran, please stand for them and be recognized. Thank you to each and every veteran here at Allatoona and to all the family members who serve our nation. Let us never forget to honor our veterans.
Whenever you're overseas, you're away from home, the flag means a whole lot to you. Yeah, I came in the military to go to school and to travel, but when you're in a foreign country and you see that flag, you realize, okay, this is why I'm here, is to defend freedom. It gave credence to what I was doing. It made me really feel like, okay, I'm making a difference in the world. And that's something when you're that young and you're able to have that kind of impact, to know that, hey, I'm doing something important here. I'm serving not just myself, but everybody.
Well, I feel like serving your country is incredibly important, and for us to live the lives that we do, we need people to go out and represent us internationally and to be very strong at a time where it's like very hard to be strong. I think that's what's like amazing about veterans, to know that these people put themselves in these situations and they got out and they're here, and so like the least we can do is to give them everything that we can, right?
I pretty much consider anybody that's worn the uniform has served their country. Because I never went to Iraq, I never went to Afghanistan. But I did put a gun on and go into hostile situations on boats in the Caribbean. I was still putting my life at risk, but people can always write the Coast Guard office being like the police of the water or Baywatch or whatever. So even if somebody doesn't have a badge or a pin saying that they were in combat or in a hostile situation, doesn't mean that they haven't put their lives in danger serving their country.
Less than 1% at any given time are in the armed forces, and so it's not something that a lot of people want to take on. And I can understand why. There's a lot of time apart from your families. It's not great conditions. I mean, I know that people can serve their country in any number of ways. When you're looking at needs and sacrifices, the military is a bit unique, I would say.
I served my country by signing up, raising my hand, and willing to go if the time came. My brothers actually did go, and lots of my friends have gone. It's when you actually go and you step on that other country's soil and you do what you have to do. I didn't do that, so I don't think I served as much as some people. I think what gets me, sorry, is that I knew these people. My heart goes out to them. So I don't feel like I served. I mean, I did, but I didn't, not to the extent that they did.
I think ultimately it's giving yourself to, a greater cause, to realize that we as a society have so much to improve on. You can help make those improvements through your service, whether it's being a legislator and passing bills that actually impact your community, or protecting us against foreign threats. It's often thankless work, but with all the moving pieces together, it makes our society so much better.
So now is the time to not only honor those who have fought or are fighting for our freedom, it is also the time for each of us to take part in protecting it. The defense of freedom is not just for those in the military. Each of us shares that duty and that responsibility. It is the duty of every American to actively defend our way of life. We can begin to protect our freedom simply by maintaining it here in America. If we want to preserve our freedoms, we must put them into action. For example, by voting in elections or speaking out against injustices, we must also ensure that everyone feels the benefits of freedom. And we can do that by volunteering in our communities or teaching our children what it really means to be an American. Veterans Day isn't just a day for veterans, it's a day for all Americans. It's a day to remember why they were fighting, and a day for all of us to begin our journey protecting our freedom and the freedom of many future generations. Thank you for honoring our veterans today. Let us walk toward tomorrow still honoring them by living in the freedom they protected.